You are now listening to the podcast about nothing.
What's up, guys and gals and people that don't identify with either? Welcome back to After Nothing. This is for episode 101 of the podcast about nothing.
Yep.
You can get that show on iTunes, Stitcher, and all that stuff, or just hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at Pod About Nothing. That's probably the best way. Or Facebook.com/the podcast about nothing.
Yeah, a little more typing.
If you want to spell all those words.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. Whatever works. But I'm Brandon.
I'm Joey.
And we're here. We're here to answer some questions that we got from you. And if it's not from you, it means that you didn't give us a question to talk about. So get down on that YouTube chat room right now or comment section and leave us a question to answer next week. And whatever, you could say some racist stuff about us or you know.
That's typically how this goes.
Yeah, we understand how the YouTube comment section works.
Yeah. But
preferably say nice things about us and give us some questions to ask for the next episode.
Or be so mean that it's funny.
Yeah, that too. Both. I'm just going to talk with my hands a lot today, so it's cool.
Hey, it's nice not being part of the podcast so you can do this kind of stuff.
Yes.
And you see it.
You're like, it's this big.
Yeah.
It's this wide. Yeah.
That's nice.
Like, I'm going to, I could do something like,
man.
I'm moving now. I'm mobile.
Aerobics.
I don't feel so connected to the wires. It's very freeing.
Yeah.
All right, we got a question though. We got cue cards this time, so we're really moving on. I'm not staring at my phone.
Yeah.
We can take turns. We can do all kinds of stuff.
I have to read. I don't know.
Yeah. So, Oi Danny Boy on Instagram.
Okay.
Said from the Back Alley podcast, by the way.
Yep.
He says y'all do anal. And
with each other?
I mean, I think that's what he's asking.
Oh man.
I mean, not normally.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, what's people's obsession with anal? That's my thing.
That's the real question.
I get this question so much.
Yeah.
And I mean, either maybe I just we look like the kind of people
guys that do anal,
that do or get anal, but I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not a fan. And if you're a fan, fine. That's great.
Fine.
If you're consenting and you're not being dominated by somebody, and that's cool. But for me, nah.
Yeah, not my thing.
Yeah. I like pleasure.
Oh, we have another one from Danny Boy.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to explain sex to a group of 13-year-olds. Any ideas of how to approach this matter?
How to approach sex with 13-year-olds? Well, just say, hey, I know what you guys do since you watch lots of videos of porn because you're 13 years old. Sex is like that. Same expectations.
Oh, nice.
It's always going to be that amazing. Yeah.
Just set them up for failure.
Yeah.
I get.
That is sex.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's legitimate. Thanks for the question.
That works.
This one I skipped over last week on accident, so it makes sense though because he has a shitload of questions.
Yeah.
Bloodnut Farrell.
Blood nut.
On Instagram. He says, first question.
Oh man.
Who would you cast as young Indiana Jones / Han Solo? Not just one movie.
Yeah, he has
two
to
movies.
do both.
Who's gonna be our young Indy / Han?
Man.
Well, as we discussed in the last episode, Michael Cera could play anybody.
That's true.
And
he could.
I'm going with him.
I was gonna go with Andy Samberg.
That's probably better.
Yeah.
But
I think he can be taken a little more serious, but he still has he's a comedian, so you could make the funny parts of it.
Do you think Star-Lord is too typecasted? Because I can't think of his name right now. But he was so awesome
as Star-Lord.
And Star-Lord, I feel like he could play both of those characters very well.
He could, yeah.
I'd buy it.
He's a better actor, so there's that.
Or Donald Glover.
Yeah, why not?
Donald Glover as any role.
Yeah, no, I'll take Donald Glover as anything.
Okay. He says, why did they remake Poltergeist so badly? Was it good to begin with?
Yeah, I didn't really like the original, to be honest.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Has J.J. Abrams got enough money to buy his own country since Star Wars 7 was so big? Do you think a whole country? Do you think
Yeah.
Disney gave him that much money? Or do you think Disney kept most of it for themselves?
Disney kept most of it for themselves,
Yeah.
for sure. But, like, let's say he got 10%. He has enough for a country. Like a shitty country that, like, no one really would fight over. If you went up to him and you're like, hey, I want to buy this, like, little island, they'd be like,
He might get
sure.
Croatia.
Croatia? Man, that's
You
okay.
think that's pretty good? I don't know.
That's pretty
Sounds like a
big.
shitty country. I don't know.
It
No
sounds
offense to all our
shitty,
Croatian fans. Do reality TV stars just teach our kids that it's okay to be a fucking imbecile if you're rich?
Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
like
know
Donald-
if I don't know
Donald
if
Trump-
they teach us that. I just think that if you're
Like,
rich,
Donald Trump's running for president.
it's true.
Mostly because he's rich. Like, it has nothing to do with, like, who he is. Like, I don't know.
J.J. Abrams is buying a whole country.
Yeah.
So yes, you're
Yeah.
right. You got a great point there, Bloodnut. When you're rich, you're an imbecile. Reality show shows how much of an imbecile you are.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Answer crushed.
There you go. At Support the Hood on Instagram
Okay.
asked, what color... Let me ask that in English. What color is orange juice?
Oh.
I would say, like, a sunburst.
It's kind of yellowy, right?
Yeah, because there's yellow in it. So
But I mean, it's orangey.
technically, it's the actual color of orange is what color orange juice is.
But when I think of orange, I think of like a solid orange. I don't have an example here in my hair, maybe, but when I look at orange juice, it's definitely more yellowy.
It's more yellow, yeah. I would say sun.
But it's the orange juice,
Yeah.
so it's not.
True, yeah.
It's not
the actual orange.
It's not saying like
There's
orange
no
juice.
skin pigment.
It's not like purple Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
where you're getting the purple Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It's the
Kool-Aid.
orange juice. It's the juice of the orange.
Yeah.
And the juice of the orange,
It's more yellow.
it's a little bit more yellow. It's like
Yeah.
the piss of the orange. Really.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Great question. Caroline from Facebook. That's where it's at. Facebook.com/the podcast about nothing. All right. Choose one person of this list that you would bring back for one final movie.
Okay.
That's it. You only get one more movie from these people. Heath Ledger, Patrick Swayze, Ryan Dunn,
All out.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Marilyn Monroe, Robin Williams, Brittany Murphy, Paul Walker, Michael Clark Duncan, Bruce Lee, Corey Monteith, Bernie Mac. One movie.
It's a two-man race for me.
Okay.
I'm torn between Robin Williams and Bruce Lee.
Okay.
The rest I do not care at all. But shit, I'm probably gonna go with Robin Williams because it has a chance of like being like a lifelong thing. Like Bruce Lee does too, but more for like only when I'm in the mood for it. Or I think Bruce Lee or Robin Williams has more of a range. So I'm gonna go with Robin Williams.
I'm gonna go ahead and say false.
Oh,
Because Robin Williams movies his later movies were all okay.
okay.
But I don't know that any of his old, like his later in life movies were great.
Uh-huh.
So most of his career kind of peaked already. And then all the movies that came after were pretty good.
Yeah.
For him, like he's still a good actor.
Mhm.
But they weren't great.
Okay.
Bruce Lee, I agree with what you said, everything you said about Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac, I never liked his movies so much anyways.
His show was great.
Yeah,
but his movies.
he
He was good when like in Friday he was great.
Yeah.
But he was like really limited.
Yes, so I mean maybe if he can give me one more hilarious
Can
role.
I get a cameo? But
Yeah. For me, I think it's Heath Ledger because we're gonna probably get another great movie out of him.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of like around his peak, I think, when he
Okay.
passed. So that means like we got the Joker, and let's put it into perspective.
Yeah.
If he was Heath Ledger, Joker didn't die, he was supposed to be in the third Batman.
Okay.
Which means the Dark
I can see
Knight
that.
Rises would have been way better than what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
So maybe we would have gotten a better Dark Knight Rises, and probably a better title. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Heath Ledger.
Okay.
Or
That's fair.
like I said, any movie that he was gonna be in, like he was a good actor for what he
Yeah.
was doing, right? So I think he could have. Philip Seymour Hoffman probably had a good chance too, but I just don't really care.
But there's a lot of other movies that he did that are like a lot of people like,
yeah,
but I don't care.
and that's how I feel. So I think that Heath Ledger kind of had it. Now, like just in general, like of who I want to see more, maybe some of these other people like Robin Williams, but who I think is gonna come back and make that one last good movie.
Yeah.
I think Heath Ledger still had a chance because he wasn't past his prime.
He was rising.
All right.
All right, cool. Let's see. At Salem Football on Twitter. Which do you like better? Marker's Mark, Elijah Craig, or Knob Creek?
Are these alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Knob Creek because that's the only one I recognize.
I like Marker's Mark.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, there you go. We
Yeah.
got answers.
I've never heard of the other one, the Elijah one. I've never heard of that.
Did they say Elijah Wood? Is that an actor?
I don't know. That is an actor. It's Elijah Craig though.
Oh, okay. It's like Daniel Craig and Elijah Wood got together and created alcohol.
Made alcohol. Yeah.
All right, and at BookNerd19 on Instagram. Have either of you ever encountered anything supernatural? A ghost, UFO, Bigfoot, etc., or even something out of the usual spectrum of folklore? Anything supernatural for you?
No.
No, me neither.
Yeah. I think I would believe in it if that had happened to me, but it hasn't. So.
Yeah. Nothing's unreal.
Unsolved mysteries scared me when I was a kid, but then later on I reflected on it and I was like, yeah, they're unsolved because they're not true. And that was it.
End of story.
Yeah.
I find it a mystery that we're still doing this show.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's pretty supernatural. Thanks for checking this out, and make sure to check out the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Unless that podcast app is your favorite and they do not have us, then they are dog shit. Get a better app.
Yep. Move on.
Yeah. Have a great week. Peace.